We have a great program scheduled today. I have with me to my left in the radio studio my co-host today, Miss Marlo Scott she's the owner of Heritage Natural Chemical Hair Salon, and my special guests today are Mr. and Mrs. Richard Love, and let me break that down so you can get a first name for the wife, Richard for the guy, and Barbara Sorey Love for the woman.
Thank
They
you.
are the community organizers and founders, I believe, of the St. Petersburg Business League. And in case you haven't heard about it, you're going to be hearing about it real soon. But I'm going to go ahead and get a few little announcements out of the way and just get those because we have much to cover and we have much more to offer you before the end of this program today. So, with that being said and done, let me just start with a couple announcements real quick. I'm going to share a couple, and then I'm going to have Marlo. She's getting the feel of radio, and it's like a fever with her. So she's running back and forth, want to be
Praise
a
God.
part of this radio ministry. So we're putting it to work. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you, Miss Marlo.
Thank you, Princess.
All right. Well, my first announcement today is Reader's Choice gifts and books express. I'm sorry, Reader's Choice books and gift expressions. That's located at 4341 34th Street South in our great city of St. Petersburg. It's right directly across the street from Wendy's. It's a corner store in the shopping mall of Skyway Mall, right across from IHOP. I'm just giving you all these landmarks close to WRXB, and it's a corner store. And many of you may not, I think some of you have been listening to this program for at least the last year, have heard me talk about it and announce about Reader's Choice all the time. So I'm just going to share something with you what's going on at the store today. Uh, did you know that Reader's Choice offers a large selection of thought provoking books such as The New Jim Crow, The Stolen Legacy, Miseducation of the Negro, The First Black Millionaire, Raising Black Boys, and many other books. So we want you to stop by there today, and we have we have a savings on quite a few books today. You get there, you can get 25% off, 30% off, 40% off. I know Tangela didn't tell me to say all that, but I want you to get by there today and support it anyway. And have your church representative stop by and pick up all of your church supplies or even open an account with us. Also, if you're looking for African attire, Reader's Choice has a large selection to choose from. Also, with that being said, the owner of Reader's Choice Books and Gift Expressions is Tangela Murph Bailey. Uh, and even though she didn't take time to write this out, I did. It is the only African American bookstore in the Tampa Bay area. And we need to support this bookstore for our Christian reading materials, our communion supplies, devotional books, motivation and inspirational. They also have fiction and nonfiction, and also your sorority and fraternity gifts, Bible covers, and purses. Um, the hours of Reader's Choice Books and Gift Expressions is 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. daily, Monday through Saturday. Located again at 4341 34th Street South in St. Petersburg, right across from Wendy's. Now, I'm just going to let you know that Tangela has two of the most friendly associates on duty to help her with this bookstore from Monday through Saturday. You got Brother Reggie there, and also yours truly, Princess Denise, is there certain days to help out. So come on by, support our one and only black owned bookstore in the Tampa Bay area, which is centrally located right here in your neighborhood. With that being said, I'm moving on. Okay, that's for Reader's Choice. Now, to Princess Denise announcement today. Well, in the month of November, Matters of the Heart is getting ready to celebrate, at least host, let me put it more like this, host our seventh annual Thanksgiving, pre Thanksgiving food basket and turkey giveaway, which will
Praise
be held
God.
on Saturday, November the 15th, 2014, from 11 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. at my church, which is Glad Tidings Assembly of God, which is located at 4200 17th Avenue North in the great city of St. Petersburg. So, just a little more information on that. Um, we're hosting it. Also, we have one sponsor, two sponsors actually. Uh, Marlo has told me that they're going to be a sponsor, Heritage, and we also have the local St. Petersburg branch of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. The ministry, we're seeking sponsorship for turkeys and non perishable food items, and also monetary donations from business owners, merchants, individuals, any individuals that want to help us to support our humanitarian cause to bless 200 to 300 families this year. Now, last year, November 2013, we were able to bless 91 families. So, quite naturally, this year, the vision that God has given me is that we're going to bless 200 plus. So I know without a
That's
fact that
great.
anytime He gives you a vision, He's going to give you the provision. God has never ever failed me yet, and is not going to fail anything that He's in. So this is God's humanitarian event, which I just happen to be the organizer and event coordinator of, and we're going to do that. So we just want to bless these needy families during these economic times to have a bountiful Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings. We're going to have vendor booths available for $20, and donations of your non perishable food items can be dropped off at Parker Financial Services at 1221 22nd Street South during the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday, not Saturday and Sunday. And if you'd like to make any charitable donations to our ministry, there are tax deductible because we are a nonprofit organization. They can be made payable to Matters of the Heart. Also, visit our website at www.mattersoftheheartministry.org for more information of contacting me or even where to leave your charitable donate your non-perishable items or anything that you want to do as far as volunteering. If you know someone that knows somebody and you want to donate 10 turkeys, 20 turkeys, 30 turkeys, get us gift
Yes,
cards
yes.
and all that we need to bless these families because it's going on these families to bless them. It won't be going in my household. I don't have enough room to put that kind of stuff just
Me
to be
neither.
eating myself. We want to bless these families.
Yes,
It's nothing
yes.
greater than being able to bless someone,
Nothing
and
greater.
we are going to bless them in the month of November. Now, later on, I'll be next week. I'll be talking about the Christmas event because I got events back to back. But right now, we're only talking about the Thanksgiving event, and you'll be hearing about it for the next 4 to 5 weeks right here on Praise 1590 WRXB and 96.5 FM radio. And with that being said, I'm going to have Marlo cover two other announcements before we have I interview my special guest today. Marlo?
Good evening, radio audience, and thank you again, Princess Denise, for the opportunity to co-host on your radio show. It is such a blessing. Um, we have a couple of announcements here. There is Trinity Presbyterian Church. They are having a community and agency health fair Saturday, October the 4th, 2014, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The address is 2830 22nd Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida. There will be health screenings, school supplies, door prizes, food, music, fun activities, resource vendors. The number to contact is 727-327-8560. Again, 727-327-8560 for more information. We
And
have
one other,
another
yes.
announcement
Yes.
also.
What you have there for me, Marlo?
Right here, Princess, I have the historic Manhattan Casino. They have First Friday Jazz Concert and Dance on October the 3rd. So come on out and get your dance on. They have awesome music. We know that this is a restaurant also with Sylvia's. Admission is $15 per person or $25 per couple. Presented by the Ashwood Jazz Project. I'm sure that many of you all know Mr. Ken Ashwood. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., the Ashwood Jazz Project will be playing, and from 8:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m., featuring show Buster Cooper, Duke Ellington alumni. and 9:15 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. is called the Pro Jam session. 10 p.m. old school dance showcasing prime time entertainment. For tickets, call Henry Ashwood Jr. at 727-417-8335. Again, contact Henry Ashwood Jr. at 727-417-8335. The historic Manhattan Casino, located at 642 22nd Street South in beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay, Marlo, what's the date of that again?
The date is October the 3rd. There's a First Friday jazz concert at the historic Manhattan Casino. And by the way, Princess, I'd like to add that a portion of the ticket sales benefits will be donated to Keep It Real Boys Mentoring Program, Enid Davis Senior Center Program.
Okay, now let me see that a minute. Okay, so ticket sales benefit to Keep It Real Boys Mentoring Program. I think someone mentioned that to me the other day about I think that's a ministry of Pastor
Hinton.
Fred Hinton. Yes, and the Enid Davis Center for Senior Citizens, and I love the senior citizens.
I love this too,
Yes,
Princess.
yes.
They've
Thank
done
you.
so
Thank
much
you.
for us.
Thank you. Thank you. And I know for a fact there's an event coming up, I think in the month of November. I don't have the exact date of it, but I know Tangela Murph Bailey mentioned to me something about she's bringing a special guest, someone by the name of G Baby, something like that. I don't know if that's the name or the name of her designer business or whatever like that, but you'll hear more about it next week. Okay, I just got a little message on that. So we'll give you more information on that as that comes about. But I don't have the exact details of the date and time and all that. So you just keep it real and we'll keep you informed. So without further ado, in the radio studio with me today, Mr. and Mrs. Love. I just love them.
Yeah, greetings,
love you
Mr. and
also.
I
Mrs.
just
Love
love them.
also.
God is
That's
good.
right. I just love them. There's nothing greater than knowing that you just love with the agape love of God, and then you got here somebody here in the studio with you, and their name is Love. I don't
Love,
get
love,
no better
love.
than that. I'm
Love
telling you.
lifted
Oh, lifted me. Hey, that's what I was saying.
All righty. And those that are listening today, I'm sure you probably even know Mr. Richard Love because I know he had his own newspaper, the St. Petersburg. What was that?
St. Pete.
St. Pete
Bulletin.
Bulletin.
Oh, the St. People. I knew today I was telling someone, and I say, it's one other word go behind St. Petersburg. I can't
Yeah.
think what it is.
It's the
For
St.
many
Pete Bulletin.
years. For many years. And then we have Mrs. Barbara Sorey Love,
Love.
his wife, who is here also, and they are a great team.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna be talking. We're gonna be
And they
talking
look
about
pretty good too, Princess.
Thank you.
Did someone pay you to say that, girl?
No, it's all. I'm keeping it real. It's all.
Thank you.
It's all in love.
We appreciate the
Fantastic.
compliment.
Fantastic.
Do they look like they're in love?
They look
Marlo?
like they're in love to me,
Okay.
Princess. I can see love. And I feel
God is
love.
good.
I
God
love
is
you,
good
Princess.
all the time.
All righty.
So
Sounds
there's
good
so
to
much
me.
love in the
Flowing
studio
this room.
today.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Love
Yes.
and Mr. Love, I want you to tell me about how and why did the St. Petersburg League get started and when it got started.
Well, first of all, Princess, I would like to thank you so much for offering the opportunity to come out today and speak about the St. Pete Business League.
Yes.
And it was Mr. Love's idea. And
All
when
right.
he mentioned starting a St. Pete Business League, I didn't hesitate. I said, "Oh, that's a great idea." And he can tell you more about why he wanted to start a St. Pete Business League.
Well, if you want me to jump in right now, I
All
can.
right. Come on.
Jump on in.
Some of the listeners out in the audience, I'm quite sure, know that I came out of Gibbs High School in '57. And as a result, in my moves and travels, I've realized opportunities. I was able to share some God's love and God's blessings that He had blessed me with others. And as a result, I was in the great city of Long Beach, California for about 25 or 30 years. And during that time, just like the city of St. Petersburg here, we have black entrepreneurs and black businesses But like your intro song, Princess Denise, I was listening to, it said, "Get ready," and I could have added to that, "Black folks get ready."
Yeah,
All
right.
right.
And
Now.
as a result, when I was in Long Beach, and I do go back and forth every now and then, we were able to start the Long Beach Black Chamber of Commerce, going from ZAP to about 280 members in a matter of 2 years. So when I came back here to St. Petersburg in 2009 to look after my mother, who is deceased 2 years ago at the age of 97.
What
I-
a blessing.
It
Ooh.
was, and
she
I was
lived a
blessed
good
more
long
by
time.
coming back and looking after my mother the last 5 years of her life. And I think I listened to her more in the last 5 years than I listened to her prior to
All
that.
your life,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, that
Uh-huh.
is so awesome.
When you
So,
was younger, it
y-
just went through one ear,
There
not
you
the
go.
other.
There you go. There you go. And as a result, I began to look around and see what kind of economics the black community in St. Petersburg was being challenged with. And I also, from a blackology point of view, that's the word that I've coined, we were not really in a concise movement here. That meaning businesses were not connected, organizations were not connected to help the social, economic, and political betterment for blacks in St. Petersburg. So my wife and I were talking, and we wanted to see why there was not a black chamber in St. Pete. Vis-a-vis, I say that as a result, there were some interested people in the community came together, and from there we started the St. Petersburg St. Pete Business League. And the purpose of the St. Pete Business League, I yield to my wife.
Thank you. The purpose of the St. Pete Business League is to assist small and black businesses become self sustaining and contributing members of society and to foster strategic business opportunities in a dynamically challenged global market. That is our mission statement.
Thank you, Mrs. Love. Well, since its inception, how has the organization how has it benefit its members?
Well, from the initial outset, like anything, most people from my 76 years of experience on the face of this earth, black folks or other folks come to a meeting to see what they can take, what they can get, versus to come and share with others their expertise to help the business grow.
Yes.
And we found that after the first one or two meetings where there were maybe 10 or 12 people, we had a second or third meeting, and there was about 35 or 40
All
black
right,
businesses
yes.
Yeah,
who
that's
came.
amazing.
And we realized then that maybe we were filling a niche because there is a lack of communications, specifically in our black community, about jobs, where things can be gotten for the betterment of our families. So then we began to look at the purpose, the benefit, the people involved, and we decided, hey, let's go with it. And from there, we have now approximately 35 active black business members of the St. Pete Business League.
I know you do. I've attended one of your meetings, and guess what? I'm
What?
becoming a member.
Fantastic.
I'm
fantastic.
very much.
I'm
I need
getting
to join
hooked up.
myself.
All right, you too, Marlo. Okay,
Yeah, with my
you're
business.
you're gonna be joining too, Al.
Yeah,
okay.
Al's gonna join too.
I know.
Yeah, we have resources in our community and people with resources who are now saying the St. Pete Business League is a good thing because we've had speakers, guest speakers, and I think you were there for one guest speaker,
Yes.
a young lady named Yolanda.
Well, Yolanda Goodlow Coward was our last speaker, and she represents the Florida Small Business League. She's a consultant, and she came to our last meeting in October, and she gave out information. It was a great presentation. I think the people that were there enjoyed her presentation, and we're going to have her back. And from that connection, we're going to get other business people out there to come and share. And the St. Pete Business League is about black businesses and people who support black businesses.
Black businesses,
You don't have
yes.
to be black as long as you understand that black businesses need support. We
Yes.
need money. We need to
Yes.
connect.
Yes.
We need to encourage each other.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
And that's basically what it's all about,
Exactly.
connecting and encouraging each other to do business the right way.
That's a
Because,
great
you know,
word.
there are a lot of businesses out there that just kind of shaggy. We
Yes.
want you to come into our organization, take advantage of the resources that we have, take advantage of our workshops that we're going to be having, and just come together and empower yourself.
For example, this fantastic radio station, in my opinion, is being terribly underused by black businesses in the
Exactly.
community.
Yes, I agree.
Exactly.
As I'm speaking now, I'm thinking
Yes.
from
Mr. Love.
funeral homes to beauticians to
Exactly.
automotive repair services that we have without thought go to somebody who does not look like us for services. And I would just challenge the black businesses that are listening. If you're not advertising your business, then you should have a sign out in front of your business to advertise for sale. Because if people don't know where you are, what you do, and how you do it, you're deceiving, I think, the community that you serve. So you should be on this radio station. You should be advertising, and stop saying that you don't have money to advertise. You have money to pay your utility bill. You're
And
in
your
business,
cell phone.
so you've got to have
And to go
right,
shopping,
right,
have money to get
right.
your hair, your nails done.
And I'm quite sure this radio station has a plan that would fit your financial needs. And what we have to do is always look at the opportunity to edify somebody else or something else that's
Absolutely.
in the community. And that's where my head is, and I've been taught that from day one when my father was the first black mailman here in St. Petersburg, Florida,
Okay.
to really help others. If you've been blessed, you need to bless others as well. I'd like to bring to a point now how to contact the St. Pete Business
Right,
League,
yes.
because we want people who
Yeah, I
have an
need your
interest
number.
and what we do is to contact us. Hope you've got your pen and pencil ready. Our phone number for contact is 727 209 7886. Again, the St. Pete Business League telephone number is 727 209 7886. And if you want to write to us, we're at Post Office Box 120. Wow.
76
Yeah,
St. Pete, Florida,
excuse me.
33733.
All right.
that's incorrect.
That's
I don't
a
know
help me
how
right
this
there.
got there.
That's our PO box number.
Yeah, our P.O. Box number is 12812, St. Pete, Florida, 33733.
How often do you meet?
We meet once a month, every first Friday, and our next
Okay.
meeting is the first Friday in October, and we'll be meeting at Annie's Beauty Supply, and her location is 2104 34th Street South here in St. Petersburg from 7 to 9 p.m.
Okay. And what kind of businesses are involved in the St. Petersburg Business League?
Oh, for example,
Pete
we
Business
have
League?
insurance companies, motivational speakers, financial services, credit repair specialists, real estate sales, massage and physical therapy, dentists, automotive services, including car towing and tires, janitorial service, and a host of others. And as I'm sitting here thinking now, I will challenge the St. Pete Business League to take a ad, if that's what it is, a commercial from this station, and also to maybe have a show on this radio station so that each business can be edified on the show. And this is what coming from where I'm looking for right now.
You have such great desires and visions, and I feel you. Okay.
So I'm going to take it back to you, Princess Denise.
Yeah, because we're running out of time. Marlo, did you have one?
Yes, I do have one specific question,
Okay,
Princess. I
'cause-
would like to ask them, is there a fee for joining?
No,
the
there is no fee.
organization?
There is
Oh,
a
it's free.
There
I
is-
love free.
$1 assessment fee, Mr.
How
Love.
much? Oh, okay,
yeah.
so it's not free.
Yeah.
How much is it, Miss Love?
There is a $10 assessment fee.
Okay.
You pay
All
that.
right, let's get that straight.
You
radio
pay that
audience.
$10 each month. Mr. Love is not a board
And
member.
No, but I don't want people to get confused. We do not
Well,
have.
that's very affordable.
Well, you
$10.
hit my leg, baby.
You can
We-
afford
Yeah, we do
$10.
not have
That is
an
a very
application fee.
reasonable rate.
We decided to do things a little differently. If you come to a meeting, you're gonna leave your $10. Okay, baby?
Maurice, you okay over there?
No, I'm not okay. I'm watching this like, okay, now the wife's supposed to cover the husband and the husband covered the wife. She covered all his weaknesses. He just covered her weaknesses.
Amen. I told you
Amen.
All right.
they work
Mr.
great
Love got
together.
it out there. And
Carry
that's
on.
what wives are for.
That's what they're
Yeah.
for. Yeah, we're going to give a shout out to
Yeah.
Miss
Get it
Love.
right.
Right.
All right, Miss
Yeah.
Love.
If y'all could have saw the expression on Mother Love face when she
It was
said,
great. It was great.
Larissa, $10 processing fee.
Yes, $10.
My husband right now just ain't got them all.
You're right on. But I've got a very wonderful, dutiful wife, and I take this opportunity to say it over there.
Okay.
Wonderful,
Mr.
dutiful
Love.
wife.
Well, we thank you. You know what? We could go on and on. I know Cynthia Allen is somewhere listening, saying, "Look at the princess. Every time she's on, she just do what she want to do." Well, well, I'm cutting it down. I'm getting ready to just closing out with this thought. What we didn't cover is other things, but like I stated, go to my website. We have on the website www.mattersoftheministry.org. Where you can a GoFund account where you can make your donations online for the Thanksgiving event for us to get these turkeys and food that we need. So I don't have the link right now with me to tell you per se what it is, but you just need to go to our website. And just closing out today with just saying, my people out there, just listen to this. One of the cruelest things you can do to another person is to pretend you care about them more than you really do. So keep it real. Show the love.
Yeah.
Like the
Amen.
loves that
I
are
love
right here
that.
with me
Amen.
today, they showing the love. Keep
Showing
it
the
real.
love.
Until next week from 1 o'clock p.m. to 1:30 p.m. right here on your radio dial. Matters of the Heart Radio Ministry with Princess Denise Wright. Have a great day.